I firmly believe that, every decade actually brings in a shift, right? So at any given point of time, based on our um, working life, at any given point of time, you're going to have maybe four categories of people who are going to be a part of a team,
Mhm.
right? Um, Maybe right now, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010. Going to have people who started their career in one of these decades being a part of our teams. Now, what worked for the 80s is not going to work for the 90s. What worked for the 90s is not going to work for 2000. What's working for 2000 is not going to work for the people who are there in 2010. Now, what I mean when I say this is because their experiences, their thought processes, the technology that they're using, and what are their motivators are all going to be different. So if I go ahead and give you an example of something as simple as our compensation structure,
Mhm.
assuming I'm hiring somebody who is in their mid 40s or early 50s, I'm going to be more interested in my statutory benefits, my provident fund, the gratuity benefits that I'm going to gain. While if I'm looking at somebody who's in their early 20s, I'm looking at cash, I'm looking at take home, I'm looking at employee assistance programs. I'm looking at work from home and flexibility. Is there a sabbatical opportunity that's available for me? The motivators for them are going to be completely different. So, can I go ahead and say there is a single size that fits all? No. It's just interesting to note that finally the ball seems to come and get stuck on the managers again, right? It's the managers who will need to understand how to handle the situations, right? And they will have to look at different strokes for different folks. They'll need to understand, how do I handle the guys who are in their mid 40s? How do I handle those who are the 30s? And I don't see one being more difficult than the other. It's more in terms of us understanding their priorities, understanding their needs, and then seeing what best we can do for them.